Tony Banana action, working on customer's car here. It's a 74 Buick with a 350. Got some of this stuff. I noticed coolant in a few of the cylinders and there's been a steady leak as well as an overheating issue. And before I got into tearing this down, I figured I'd give this crap a shot and see what's up. Watched a video where it worked and I'm gonna see what the deal is. Right now I got the radiator cap off and I'm gonna be pulling the thermostat and start giving it a run. All right, as you can see, the thermostat's out and this gasket's pretty beat up. This was recently put in, but there's a lot of rust and crap inside of the block and water's no good in here, so we're gonna do a good flush on this, make sure it's nice and clean before we start putting in our magic compound. Okay, so I got the thermostat removed and cleaned up. Got the housing here, cleaned up the surface of it as well as on the block. I'm ready to reinstall this. I'm gonna run the car and get the water hot and move on. Just warmed up the cars per instructions. That is disgusting. And I'm about to drain the radiator and repeat the process. I believe it's 2 or 3 times until I add the solution. On the third flush of the radiator here, it's still pretty damn nasty. Cooking along. Idling the car right now. Just getting it warm. As the process says, the water came out a little bit clearer this last time, so I think this will be the last flush before I add in the solution. So the instructions say to mix it with hot water, so I let this sit in the sun. And we're gonna run this for 20 to 30 minutes. Gonna see how this does, and it does say to detach the spark plug wires from the bad cylinders, but at least 4 of these are bad, so I'm just gonna leave it, let this puppy idle, and fingers crossed this shit'll work. Well, this shit was 15 bucks, got it overnight shipped. I've never been a believer of head gasket in a can, but maybe this is the lucky one. Got the thing idling and the timer on. Sounds like shit. Let's see how this pans out. So the car's warmed up. We're a little more in range here. So this has been running for about 15 minutes. It's been somewhere between 180 and 190 degrees. It ain't close to overheating, which is good. We're gonna see how this stuff works. I gotta run it for another 15 minutes, shut it off, drain it, let it sit overnight, and then 24 hours from now, do a little flush with water, replace the thermostat, and put in coolant and see how it does. Okay, we're at the 30-minute mark here. Never got really hotter than 215. So we're gonna shut her off. Gonna go drain all this fluid out, leave the radiator cap and lower hose open. And tomorrow, approximately 3:30, we will fill it up and flush it out. Here 24 hours later, filling up the radiator with some water. Gonna flush out the cooling system, just did an oil change as well. And we're gonna start this back up, flush it out and refill it with coolant and take it for a test drive. Quick update here, got the car out for a test drive. It's at a steady 190. Everything seems good so far. It's running pretty much like normal and no obvious signs of issues, so I'm thinking we're okay, but time will tell, especially in our summer heat out here.